I can't snap on my right. He's like, what? He's like, what are you talking about? And so I was like showing him my snap on my left because whenever
Yeah.
I used to teach group fitness, it's like a good snap.
Yeah, that's a good snap. Oh my God, this is amazing.
Oh, hello. We're talking about my tits.
Most of the time.
Girl on girl on girl.
You would.
Like, stop picking up the fucking hot knife.
Fucking cares.
Right on track.
Ugh.
With a lot of money, I would do great fucking things.
But not in a good way.
Yikes.
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 Yikes. Where's the realness?
Yeah. Everything you want. Immaculate experience.
Back down.
You're getting like excited.
I do actually.
need tequila.
Exactly.
Welcome to the Quickie.
Yes, we love a good quickie.
Today it's just a quick little in and out.
In and out, baby.
No time for pleasure.
5 minutes to Pound Town. Let's go.
We got breakfast to make. We got coffee to drink. We got
Shit to do.
shit to do. Roll over and let's go.
Let's just rub one out real fast.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right. Well, praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Here we go. Welcome.
Here we go. Welcome
to
back.
The
The
podcast.
quickie.
Mm-hmm.
So today we're going to do a little segment on judgment because it's kinky as fuck. And I mean, at least our approach on it is kinky as fuck because really the judgment that we've been kind of playing with this thread, and what we constantly see is there's this suppressed desire that is always living underneath the judgment. And if you can actually deconstruct the judgment and like get down to the bottom of it and really touch your desire and let that come through, not only is your life going to be a lot more fun and spicy, but also like without carrying that weight of judgment, imagine what you could do. Imagine what you could create. Imagine how many orgasms you could have if you weren't constantly judging everyone and like cock blocking your own desire and your own like erotic energy. Imagine.
Oh my God. I love you. I feel like you were about to go into an infomercial there. I was like, imagine what's possible when you are no longer judgment, when you are free of judgment, your life can take off. I'm dead. I love it. Oh God, I love it because I love being on both sides.
Yeah.
I love this topic because it can actually be very shadowy. It's like the ultimate shadow work.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was a judgy bitch, and I actually joked about
Still
this.
are.
Yeah,
Same.
sure.
Same.
But but the other day when who was I talking to? I can't remember, one of my clients, and I was joking because I said, listen, when we judge people, there's so many reasons why, but sometimes we have no idea what it's like, right? I remember when I didn't have kids, guess what I was? I used to work in restaurants. I was the biggest judgy bitch, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with your kids? Like, why are they dropping Cheerios all over the ground? Like,
Wrangle them in.
Wrangle your fucking kids in. Like, they're so annoying. They're so loud. Guess what? I have two of the most like insanely wild, spicy fucking daughters who are like,
Yes, you do.
eat Cheerios and they're early ass hats. We know it.
Yeah.
So there's that humbling of like, we think we understand what it's going to be like, or like when I run the business or when I have children, I'm not going to be like that. And it's like, oh really? Right? It's so easy to judge people when we don't understand them.
Yep.
That can be politics. That can be like, there's so many opportunities to be humbled when we don't, whether it's religion, whether it's politics, whether it's business, whether it's somebody's creative choice, their partner choice. Like there's so many pieces. We don't understand them. We don't know. We're not them. We have no idea what their experiences were like. We have no idea how they're shaped. They have no idea. We have no data on any of that. We're just sitting and saying, what do I know about life? What's good and what's bad, which isn't even real. It's just what was told. We were told.
The social construct.
Well, 100%. It's like, well, that's, you don't do that and you do this. And for every single person, it's unique and individual. So we think that because we think that way, everyone thinks that way.
Or they should.
Or they should, right? They should think that. And so I remember before I ran my fitness studio and was a business owner and ran a brick and mortar business, I used to judge the fuck out of my old boss who owned a fitness studio. I was constantly like, oh, She needs to update the website. She's never in the studio. Why does she never want to be here? Blah, 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 blah. Like on and on and on. I felt so self-righteous. I was like,
Ugh,
"Ugh,
it's one of
if
my
I
favorite
own this studio, I would do the best job. And then guess what?
things.
I opened up my own business and I was like, holy fuck me sideways.
Shit.
Oh my God, this is so hard. I have 21 employees. I'm drowning. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have accounting. I have business licenses. I have fucking, like, there was so many components
Yeah.
that I had no idea about. And so what was really cool is that being on both sides of the spectrum has allowed me to really provide the compassion I pray for with others to a degree. I can still be judgy here and there, but like there's a lot more compassion, especially when I
We're
see somebody being
conscious
judgy. Yeah, I'm
about
like,
our
okay,
judgment.
cool. Yeah, totally. It's very conscious judgment. That's a new term.
We just made it up.
We made it up. But, and also judgment, like you said, can also be a suppressed desire. That's another form of judgment. Like I used to watch girls online. I don't know, trying to think what year this was, years ago, and they would be in bikinis, they'd be flaunting themselves, like really in their feminine energy, very sort of sexual. And well, that's not necessarily my vibe now even, but I couldn't hold space for it back then. I was like, ugh, like I needed to judge it. I need to make myself feel better about it. So I was like, oh my God, like, oh, they must have daddy issues. Oh my gosh, they're just trying to get validation. They're trying to get men on the internet. And, and there was all of this judgment when secretly I was so closed off from any of my feminine energy.
Right, exactly.
My sexual energy, sex, like I was numbed out from myself, from my body, from pleasure. And so watching a woman online really ultra embody that, got me all sorts of bent out of shape. Right? Especially the same thing. Women who are free, women who are making a lot of money, all these pieces. There's a lot of women I see who get super feisty and spicy when they see a woman posting striplings. And they just fucking, I bet these are fake. Show me real receipts. Blah, blah, blah. She only cares about money. I'm like, you have no fucking idea about this person. You have no idea what's happening behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And you're probably just fucking jealous because you want that money too, and you don't know the pathway to get it, or you have such a strong belief that you can't ever get there. And so you just shut it down, you shut it off. Because it's like, well, it's too painful to think I can't get that, so I'm just going to make her wrong, and then I feel better, and then I get to stick along and do the same things I've always done and never change, even though I hate my life sometimes, but whatever. And that was me for many years.
It's very easy to be a hater. It's much more difficult to be a creator. And I love that you bring that up about like the things that you would judge women for online. And that comes up for me too, especially if I'm in a season of shutting down my sexual energy, my sexual desire, my embodiment. Like there was a period of time where I gained a lot of weight and I noticed this correlation because I was hiding my body. Women who weren't, I was like, and then I'm like, wait, hold on. Like, is that because I actually feel like this is bad and wrong? Or is there a part of me that secretly wants to do what they're doing, but right now I'm not? And guess what? 100% of the time.
You're like, I want to wear the crop top too.
Shit. But if I really am honest, there's always a thread of like, there is a part of me and I may not want to do what they're doing. Like, let's say I see like someone who does porn and they got their fucking tits and pussy out on Instagram.
Sure.
Is that what I really want to do for myself in my life? No, it's not. So it's not like this like perfectly correlated mirror. But if I break it down a little bit more of like, what's the energy that they're embodying? They're in approval of their sexual energy. They're in approval of being seen in their sexual energy. They are in approval of being in their body. They are taking care of their body in a way where they're proud to put it out online for everyone to see. And so if I break it down like that, I'm like, oh yeah, I want all of those things. And so it gives you this fast track to get in right relationship with your desire so that you can start owning it and you can start creating more approval around your desire so that you can manifest and bring it forward in the way that's true for you. I know we joke about having an OnlyFans all the time. And I mean, I did put a pretty risque poem out today, like with a picture of me in lingerie and my tits are out. Like, it's fucking immaculate. And it is a very erotic poem. And like, that feels like the true authentic expression for me.
Yeah.
Am I going to go start an OnlyFans where I'm getting railed on camera for everyone to watch? Probably not. I'm not ruling it out because we live in a world of infinite possibility. Never say never.
Kelsey, what are you manifesting for the year? Well, I really want to have an OnlyFans account where I'm getting railed on screen and I want to feel really good about it. And I'm just going to say random affirmations while I'm getting railed. Life is good.
It's a practice in reception. But you catch the drift here. Like, if you can get past it, and this is like taking you out of more like linear based thinking and more flow based, creative based thinking, like thinking outside of the box. When you look at the things that especially like bring up sharp judgment in you, like it's instant.
Yeah.
There's something in there that you actually want that you're not in approval of. And if you can do the brave work of digging down deep and like finding what that thing is so that you can take it out of the shadows and start cultivating it. Because until you cultivate it, you're always going to be shackled by your judgment. It's going to keep you literally bound and gagged. Like, I know. It's kinky.
Somebody's got sex on the brain.
This is like our whole incubator call today too. Like, I think it's like this erotic, like writing erotica and like poetry and like getting in that vibe. But again, like if I look at me like 5 years ago when I was in that peak state of like, I don't like my body and my body has betrayed me and I need to hide and I don't want anyone to see me. I don't think I took any pictures that year because I went through it and I'm like, oh, let me like kind of map my last couple of years and I'm looking for pictures. I'm like, there are no pictures from that year.
Where's my photos? Yeah.
Like they're pictures of other things, but they're not pictures of me.
Interesting. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, interesting. And so if I went back in time and I was telling, 2000, I think it was 2022, me, that I would be taking erotic photos of myself in lingerie and writing erotic poetry and putting it on the internet, she would have lost her fucking mind. Be like, no fucking way. But here we are, living the fucking dream. And I'm telling you, like, the safety and liberation and freedom I feel, and I think this is why we're so effective as teachers, as leaders, as mentors, is because we're literally free in our lives. Like, I'm not hiding behind these identities or judgments and then trying to like teach about being unhinged and liberated and authentic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, we're actually in the court playing the game. And for me, like, that is an expression of my authenticity. Your authenticity will be different. The way that you play with your sexual energy and your erotic energy is different. It's just a matter of like, can you be in right relationship with it and let it express how it wants to express for you? And I think people are actually really afraid of their own desires because of what they make that mean and essentially like what the conditioned responses and infrastructure, what it says about your desire. And we have to deconstruct that too, because all of those systems are literally systems of oppression. We know this, like it's been in the zeitgeist for at least a decade now, that these are systems that oppress you. And like, it's not just one race or one gender that they oppress. And so if we know this, then we need to know it. And we need to start moving differently so that we deconstruct and detangle ourselves from it so that you actually can bring the truth of your desire forward. Whether that's want a sex dungeon, or you want to do fucking porn, or you want to, have a cooking show. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what your desire is. Yeah. I just know that it's in there. And the key to unlocking it is paying attention to the shit that you judge in other people. Because that's going to give you your map to the things that you actually want, but you don't think you can have, or there's a part of you that thinks they're wrong and bad.
Zing! I wish I could snap on the right. I can't. I can only do the left.
Really?
Which by the way, Steve made fun of me so hard the other night. We were in bed and I was like, I have to tell you something. I need to like shed the shame around this. He's like, what? I was like, I can't snap on my right. He's like, what? He's like, what are you talking about? And so I was like showing him my snap on my left. Because whenever I used to teach group fitness, it's like a good snap.
Yeah, that's a good snap. Oh my God, this is amazing.
DR, can you clip this and pull a reel?
People are like, what are they doing? Are they doing like
clans? They've officially lost the plot. 2026 is the year that they went mentally insane. The other thing I want to say, and I can laugh about that because I like that in the past would have bothered me. Like I would have been like, why would you say it? Like I don't give a fuck. I laugh at myself now all the time. The other juicy, I saw the last piece around this judgment conversation, and another thing for people to look at. Because this is another big bitch slap that I've been humbled with so many fucking times. When you're going to judge somebody, get really curious. What bothers me? What are they doing that really bothers me? What am I making this mean? And where do I do that exact same thing? So before you even, because here's the thing, a lot of people judge people and then they go out and they bitch, they complain, or they'll come and talk to you, like the person, because they think it's about them. And sometimes it is.
Sometimes, yeah.
But a lot of the times it's actually, we're judging somebody and we're irritated by somebody because they have a habit or a behavior that we also have, but we reject it and we suppress it within ourselves. And that person is just reminding us. It's like a memory. There's a mirror just saying, you do this too. So whenever I think, I'm like, oh my God, I can't stand. Like my ex used to be on his phone around the kids. And I remember it got me so, I would judge the shit out of him. I'd be like, my blood would boil and I'd be like, "Ugh." Like, get off your fucking phone. Guess what I do? I'm on the phone with my kids.
Get off your phone. Why are you talking to Auntie Kelsey again?
Right? Like, this is the thing. And so, there's other pieces or other people will do something. And I'm like, why does that bother me so much? Or that person was late or this or that. I'm like, well, fuck, I do that sometimes too. And do I do it from spite? Do I do it because I'm intentionally trying to hurt somebody? Do I do it because I'm trying to piss somebody off? Do I do it? No, there's zero of that. I'm doing it because I'm either unconscious to it or I'm doing the best I can in that moment or I'm dysregulated or whatever the thing is.
Sometimes you also will do it on purpose, by the way.
Sure, maybe. But yeah, you might. Well, and that might
like
be
as
an
a punishing
empowered choice.
pattern. Yeah.
Oh, sure, a punishing pattern for sure. And absolutely. I mean, we could go on fucking tangent with that one. But sometimes it's not, and we're just doing something. But it gives us the space to actually get really curious because I'd say 9 times out of 10, I look at somebody and I'm like, what is it that really what is bothering me right now about this? What am I making it mean? And where do I do something similar? It doesn't have to be the exact identical behavior, but it's the flavoring. It's the feel. It's like, what is that? Why does that trigger me? Why does that bother me? And it's like, fuck, oh my God, I do it. And it might not be in the same, again, arena, the same way. It might be in something, a bit different. But when you can make that connection, like, shit, I do stuff like that too sometimes. Let me clean up my own behavior first.
Yes.
And then, if I still, and not for 3 seconds, where it's like, oh, tied it up that loose, and now I'm going to go and project onto you. We do this all the time with partners, all the time. Yeah. Partners, business partners, whatever. People in our lives everywhere. We get irritated, right? We get triggered. I see this all the time with clients. They'll be like, and this person, they didn't pay their invoice, and I'm so frustrated because I have to hunt them down, da da da. And I'm like, do you pay all your invoices on time? they're like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, so like, let's just tidy that up. Let's make it about us and our transformation first. And then let's anchor that in. And then if we still feel like we need to go and say something, then you can say it, but it's coming because from an embodied place. And it's just, like, it helps us with that pause to get really curious and to tidy up our side of the street, to make ourselves more squeaky clean so that when we are communicating with people, we're coming from a really, really, really clean place.
Yes.
And that's where true transformation can happen.
Yeah, you're not leading with judgment, because
Yeah.
judgment is a very closed energetic and people can feel it. And then once they feel that, they get defensive. So, like what Christine was saying is, if you clean up your side of the street, it allows you to go and have a conversation that's open and it's possibility oriented. Like and you will stop using like very extreme language, like always and never. Because if you're still in your judgment, you'll be like, you always do this or you never do this. And immediately, like once you say that, you've killed all possibility. Like there's no co-creation, there's no collaboration, there's no repair that's happening. But if you clean up your side of the street and you're in touch with your own humanity, then you go into that conversation more humbled, first of all. And second of all, you go in connected more deeply to the truth, which is, I've noticed a pattern, the last couple times this month, or I've noticed the last 2 times we had this conversation, this happened. So you actually get really specific in the data and you stop using, you always do this or you never do this.
Oh, that's a best one. You want to triggers 101. You want to piss somebody off and instantly get them defensive. Use always and never.
Yep.
Perfection. It's like, you always? Really? Always?
Yeah.
Every single time?
It's the best way to literally blow up your relationships. It is. And a lot of people do it. I wouldn't say everyone does it 100% of the time, but I'd say the majority of people use that as a defense strategy. And then it keeps you locked in these patterns where you don't actually get to experience co-regulation or resolution and how beautiful that can be. And you just kind of stay in the same power struggles. Versus if you're more of an adult around it and you're connected to the truth and you can see it cleanly because you're not reacting to your own inauthenticity or you're not reacting to your own outage of integrity.
Yeah.
And it's clean. You can be like, listen, I so get it because I fucking do this shit too. But I've also noticed that this is happening and the impact on me is this. And what I would like to work towards is this. So it's a much more constructive way of communicating and relating when you clean up your side of the street first, so that you're not bleeding that energy into the dynamic and just creating more of a mess to clean up later.
Well, and if you think about it, if you go in with a complaint or your judgment or whatever it is to a partner, there's a lot more ammo for them to also say, well, you do that too. And we're like, ugh, and then we're caught off guard, and then our shame and shadow just like engulfs us, and then we lash out, we get mad, then we're dysregulated because we're caught off guard, and then it becomes this hot mess express where we're just 2 young children dropped into, we literally time travel into our younger
throwing
parts.
Shit at each other.
Yeah, it's like there's nothing productive going to happen from that. So when we are living with a lot more integrity and we are a lot more curious about ourselves and our patterns, and we clean up our side of the street, there's so much room for magic, right? There's so much room for authenticity and connection and the things we actually want. It's tempting and tantalizing to stay in the pattern sometimes because they just feel so familiar and so like juicy sometimes. To be like, oh, I'm just gonna tell you you're the biggest piece of shit. I can't wait to do that. Like, I'm gonna judge the shit out of you, and then it's like, but there might be a temporary short-term satisfaction of doing that, but it's not what we want. We're hurt and we don't know how to deal with it, and so we just lash out like kids do. Right? So judgment's a spicy little topic, friends, and we've talked today about multiple different avenues of it, what it could mean, and shadow work is some of the most incredible work you can do because it brings to light just all the parts that we've rejected and denied and abandoned, and these desires that we have that, are constantly being triggered. Like, look around you. What triggers you a lot online or with people? Like, what really gets you bent out of shape?
Yep.
And then look at yourself and be like, where do I do something similar?
Yeah.
Or, what can I learn from this? What might be a suppressed desire? Like, if I could have the money, or if I could have the body or the relationship or whatever it is, or the perfect family, quote unquote, this person has, would I actually want it? Maybe I would. Well, fuck. Oh, well, if I say that out loud, it means that I am going to have to face some things I don't want to face.
Yep. Do some things I don't want to do. Leave some things you may not want to leave. Accept the consequences of your desire.
Yeah.
Like
Well, that's a juicy topic for us to go off of on the
oh
next
yeah.
one.
Yeah, it's so good because like your desires and the things that you want will cost you.
Oh, yeah. So a
They
lot of
will.
people are excited about something, but they're like, well, fuck, but if I say that I want that thing and I claim it,
Yeah.
everything's going
Then
to
what?
change. I don't know who I'm going to become. It means I'd have to have a conversation with somebody, and that means that relationship might end, or it might mean I
Yeah.
quit something, or it might mean I do something. And even though we bitch and complain about it, a lot of the time, it will require us to be a different version of ourselves. And the nervous system cares about one thing: safety and survival. And it's like, what do I know? What's familiar?
Yep.
Well, this living hell is familiar, or this average life, or this mediocre life is familiar. So I have no idea what you'd be like if you were hot as hell and had the thriving job, and you were reverse aging, and you had the partner of your dreams, and you had more money than you knew what to fucking do with. And you're wiping your ass with hundreds. I don't know what you'd fucking be. No idea. So it's like, delete, abort, mission.
Yeah.
Just get
Cannot.
you stressed out, get you bent out of shape, get you distracted, get you doing laundry when you know you got, other things to do. Like, it's the perfect smoke out to be like, don't forget this. You don't want this. And we're like, you're right. I will. It's a
I
pipe
don't
dream.
want this.
I don't want this.
You become a zombie.
And then your friends and family solidify that, where they're like, you're right. Oh, I'm so glad you didn't take that. It's so it's such an unstable time in the economy right now. You really shouldn't be doing that thing. You really, I'm so glad you're practical. And, you made the right decision, Betty.
Safe investments.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Ooh, I want to be around fucking Delulu
Risk
people who are like,
takers.
treat yourself and go get it and go fucking
Yes.
live your life. You have this one precious life. You don't know how much time you have in this fucking sand of the hourglass. Like, go live your fucking life. You might be dead in 3 months. You might be dead in 7 years. You have no idea, knock on wood. But like, I want to live for a long time, but we don't know.
Don't know.
And so when we're living like a shell of who we are and our potential, it's a fucking crime, and we need to do something about it.
So on that note, come join the club. Or the incubator.
Yeah.
That's still open for a few more days. So if you want to build your first business and like get out of that lull that you're in and you're like, I know I'm made for more and I want to have a business and I want to get that rolling and have something tangible in 6 months from today.
Yep. Leave your corporate job or stay in
Leave
your
your
corporate
corporate
job
job
or
or, like,
whatever. Like,
Have a business that's making money in 6 months. If that's what you want, you go into the incubator. If you want to redesign your life so that you're like, fuck, I'm not waiting for life to pass me by and that one day, someday, maybe I'll be able to go to fucking Disneyland. You're actually like getting on the horse and you are riding into whatever is next that brings you fully to life, then you come into the club. And so both of those are in the show notes, and choose your own adventure. If you want to bundle them, you can just let us know and we'll work that out with you. If you're like, I want both, great. We love that for you. So let us know and we'll hop on a call and we'll design that for you. And in the meantime, do some inventory on your judgment because it is the thing that's cock blocking your dreams. We love you.
have a wonderful day now, friends.
We'll see you
Like,
next week.
rate, subscribe, send it to your
Leave
friends.
us a comment, share with a friend.
All right, then we're going to
Okay.
ta-ta now.
Yeah, we love you. Okay, bye.
Bye.
All in all, we want to say thank you for being here. We love and appreciate you so much. And if you liked today, give us a 5-star rating. And we'll see you next week.
And share it. If you know somebody who needs this in their life, share this shit. Abundance goes round and round. We love you.
We love you. Bye.